Alrighty, hello, what is up? This is Bunting back here again with another Serum tutorial. This time I am fulfilling the request of commenter Dylan something. Shout out Dylan something. But he was asking about basses like Chibz and Severe. So with some sound design experimentation, this is what I got. There's a bunch of different basses here. I'm gonna go through all of them because I'm just so kind to you guys. All right. Alright, so that's all my sound design mess. So I'm going to quickly show you what is going on with all this wonky madness. So this top bass here, let's open up Serum. It is just like my other tutorial in FM square wave. This FM has no automation, but the level does, and so does this second wavetable. Now this wavetable is pretty important because I find acid gives it that very old school hollow sound compared to others. That sounds much more screechy. And adding this LFO to the wavetable gives it some lovely movement. Now for some extra movement, I have a third LFO on this phaser here. You can really hear the difference in that. Just add some great movement, and just the resonance of the filters, any filters really, but especially phasers, sounds really nice through this delay I have processing it. And yeah, this is just a delay I threw in, and I put it on time and mess with the time until got it. That's pretty sick. But mess with it until I liked it. So that's that. Okay. And then I again have for the second bass here, second top bass, same processing, delays and EQ, except I slightly adjust this wavetable position, and this is the same filter just in a different spot for whatever reason, to give it that sweeping up feel, and also it's on a quarter note, so together it gives you very cool. Okay, now this lower bass. Okay, so for this bass I have a Basic Shapes triangle wave, and I was using a square. Let's turn off this. I usually go with squares, except I think a triangle just sounds nicer for what I was going for. The square leaves it a little screechy, so try some triangles. And of course the FM and level automation. One thing to note, I have the LFOs a little shorter, because I found in a lot of Chibz tunes and Severe tunes, it's usually not like that. Usually just a plucky thing. You can even try an LFO like this, but I like this, so that's what I used. And here, see, I try to look for wavetables that aren't too screechy. Like you could just look at that and tell it's screechy. Ones with some nice harmonics, you know. So there's some in digital. That's also cool. But I like Val because it's kind of simple, clean harmonics. And I put the mirror on it. It kind of squelches it up a bit, and I'm able to modulate the mirror with an LFO to give it some extra movement. And that's just a multi-band compressor. Now with these effects, 2 delays, same principle, just messing with it until I liked it. And also note, I'm messing with the dry wet here to make it not so overpowering. And then I just have 2 OTTs to fatten it up. And of course on these, or at least on this lower bass, I have pitch bend here and some LFO automation. Cool, cool. Now for the next bass. Okay, not sure why it's soloed there, but anyways, let's go right into this bass. As you can see, pretty much the same processing on most of these basses, at least for now, delays and OTTs. Now, if you notice, this is the same patch, you know, except this one has a filter providing some extra movement. Phasers sound really nice for Riddim. Try it out. I guarantee you'll love it. Now, in here, instead of just the clean, straight out, I have a low pass filter and chorus. Now for the chorus, I turn the rate down, mess with delay 1 and 2, and low pass filter up and mix up. Alright, sorry about that. I think I could use the dry wet a little lower here, but that's in retrospect. Anyways, that's what's going on here. The chorus feedback has a very interesting stereo delay effect that is different from your normal delay or comb filters. And the low pass filter gives it kind of a wubby edge, or should I say like opposite of an edge, because it's smoother, you know what I'm saying? Right. For the second bass, same exact processing, same patch, except I just mess with this LFO a bit, so so it's kind of going more up. That gives it that real. And that's all cool and dandy. And I have a quarter note. And while in here the LFO is slightly different, as I'm sure you could tell, be sure to pause if I'm going too fast through any of this. Cool. Okay. Now for this third and final bass of this loop right here, this very ringy one. Now, same processing, but for the extra ringiness, what do you know? I added extra delay. And also I didn't automate the filter for this one. I wanted a more static ring. For that, same thing. I turned on the delay, disabled BPM, enabled link, and dragged it to where I liked it. And feedback up. And that gives you that ringy bass. Feel free to apply these principles to different wavetables. Can give you very different sounds. Well, let's just go through an example. Like let's just do it. It's that easy to get a fresh, brand new, interesting sound, and who knows, you'll probably find something even better than this tutorial messing around with it. So I wish you luck in that regard. Alright, next bass. Alright, being real honest, I think this one's cool, but it needs to fill up more of the frequencies, needs to be a little heavier. But I think in concept it's neat, so I'll show you what's going on anyways. So in here, my process in this, I was like, alright, random spectral wavetable, check. LFO, that's a cool LFO shape. Let's automate this wavetable. And of course add some FM, because is it really Riddim without FM? I mean it can be, but you know what I'm saying. And really just picked out another random wavetable. And sounded interesting to me, but what really makes this is this filter, this band notch filter. I have it automating this cutoff and this frequency. Makes it really vowely, and a tiny bit of resonance, 23%. And for some even further vowliness, I have a high notch filter under multi, high notch 12. Cool and great. But without this effect, it sounds like kinda nothing. So what is this Serum effects doing? All it is, it's a comb minus filter. Very nice for Riddim sounds. And I just mess with this cutoff. Till I found a cutoff I liked. Honestly, it might sound better on lower cutoffs. Really just mess with it, have fun. I just put it on 90 for whatever reason. If you're feeling really crazy, what if I duplicated this, right? And then change this. Pretty cool stuff, man. Alright, now the third and final little bass loop arrangement thing. Something a little heavier for your ears is similar in principle to the last bass, right? Random spectral wavetable on the filter, same FM automation, level automation, and random thing here being FM'd. And also a bandpass filter. This time, instead of the band notch, I have a band peak, which gives it that little thing right there. Cool. Now here's a cool trick to fatten up your basses. So turn on your phaser, rate down, and depth down a bit. Frequency, you want it around, I guess, like a quarter way or so. And feedback, kinda up halfway. What this does, it creates some kind of peaks in the EQ near the lower end. That's the phaser's effect, which just fattens it up just a bit. It's pretty nice. And of course, multi-band. But the real showstopper here is this Combs filter. That gives it that really, like, I don't know, metal-y, screamy sound. And turn your resonance up so it rings out a bit. Cool, grand, wonderful. And also have a Serum effects on this one. Similar principle, Combs filter. Except this time I have note latch on with the LFO on resonance so it doesn't ring out forever, or else it would sound like. I just wanted a bit, you know, just a bit. Even though it doesn't quite cut off right, it's the thought that counts, alright? So this second bass. This second bass. Okay. Pretty much took the same patch and changed the wavetable and removed this wavetable position automation. Cool. Except instead of a Combs filter, I have a comb filter, comb minus filter, ringing it up. Cool stuff. And a Serum effects doing absolutely nothing. Yeah. And on these I have a pitch bend. Cool. So that about covers it for everything I made. Under these I put a sub in one way or another, which you want in your full song, alright? You just want that. So overall, some takeaways from this as some cool tricks for Riddim basses. Number one, just experiment. Really just sit there experimenting with it. And some cool tricks. Delay is cool. Phasers are cool. Under filters, Combs filter is cool. Under flangers, comb minus filter is very cool for Riddim stuff. And also mess with your chorus. But most of all, have fun. Alright, that concludes this video, this wonderful tutorial. Hope you learned something, hope you are inspired, hope you make some great wubs and dubs and trubs and flubs and all that nonsense. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you actually see my latest videos and you learn more. It's really a win-win. It's a win-win situation. But that about covers it. Any questions you have, please ask away in the comments, and any suggestions for future videos, drop those down below. Alright, this is Bunting. Peace out.